All right, I guess we are live. We are here. We are on the YouTube doing live stream stuff. Apparently to Mega Cruise, he's really waiting for Steven Zapata. Well, he's not here, unfortunately. Is the stream connected? We're all good? Sound's working? All right, cool. What's going on? Is that Nilton? What's going on, man? Foles is love. Yeah, Foles is awesome. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I'm going to be doing reference paintings for most of these streams. How much is my setup? I mean, the computer is a decent amount, but the tablet's pretty cheap. I have the Huey canvas. It's nothing crazy. You got a Huey and it has so many issues. I could see that happening. Mine's working all right though. Sorry that you're having problems with it. Hi, Dad. It's not the Canvas 13, it's the GT 228. I sell pieces for payment. I do art for work, so I wouldn't call it a. It's more than a jobby than a hobby at this point. Thanks, Samuel. The last two streams, let's see, the last one I think the last ones I've just been painting. Do you ever draw traditionally? Yeah, all the time. Do you ever get tired of moving pixels? Nothing will ever beat the smell of paint. I do draw and paint traditionally. Whatchamacallit? It's, you know, it's a different, it's just a whole different thing. A little tired. Whatchamacallit? I think the digital is better for designing generally. Like if I wanted to just paint and paint from reference and not come up with stuff, I think traditional would be, I'd spend more time doing that. But yeah, since I'm spending more time designing, it makes more sense to work digitally. Digital animation beats traditional ones. I don't know about that. Your art is good looking, but not as good looking as you. Oh, thank you very much. Hey, James, tell them about the story about how if Coach would have put you in, you would have won state for sure. We would have won. Coach just wouldn't let me in, you know? He just wouldn't let me play. You've actually got a question for me. Are you telling me that these other people don't actually have questions for me? But do tell, I'm curious. Would have been cool to see some of your character work. Here's those characters that I did this week, or not this week, but over the past few weeks. I'm working on stuff for the... I'm working on some stuff for the next Gumroad video, so you'll see some characters, some mechs. New Gumroad should be out next week. New videos. I actually have a video scripted out. I just haven't been wanting to make videos. The new one is going to be on mech design. Once I'm really good at fundamental stuff, should I focus on gesture or anatomy? I mean, that's really up to you, man. Art is just a constant game of deciding what you need to focus on at any particular time, and like really choosing where you're going to spend your time focusing. So it's really up to you. If you want to do more animation related stuff, or if you want to just get more fluent poses, then spend time doing gestures. If you're trying to be like a classical artist, maybe spend more time on anatomy. It's all important. I don't really, there's no real answer to that. I have spent time animating as well. Anatomy is a fundamental, yes. I mean, it's kind of arbitrary. You could make a list about what a fundamental of something is. You could say anatomy is not a fundamental if you do environment art. If you just exclusively draw environments, then anatomy would not be. Am I friends with Robot Pencil? He goes by AJ, but yes, I am. We did a live thing together. If I see you at the street, I probably would scream something like, "People, there's freaking modern day James. Learn something about art with it." Well, I would be upset if you did that. And definitely don't want to just teach art in the middle of the street. That seems like a dangerous thing to do. Like, if we started doing art in the middle of the street, I feel like we'd probably get hit by a car. Does someone recognize me on the street? Yeah, I've had it a couple times. I'm always surprised though, because it seems like such a random thing. It happened more in LA just because I think there's such a big art community out there. But I got one in New York recently, which was strange. You can watch the old live streams if you subscribe on Patreon. Maybe that's dangerous, but you're a dangerous guy. That's true. I was talking about that yesterday. But that's not the type of fun danger. Art Cafe, yeah, I like Mache. I would like to talk to him. I am using Doom references right now, yeah. It is definitely from Doom, 2016. What are your thoughts on artists stealing designs? Well, I think it's probably a bad idea. Stealing is different than being influenced by, though. So, you know, if you're blatantly stealing, like you're literally taking the image and then putting it, if you just take an image off of Google or something and then you give it to somebody, that's, yeah, you don't do that. That's kind of defeating the whole purpose of this thing. But if you're studying from somebody, like I'm studying from Doom right now, I don't think it really matters. Like, it really depends on what your use with the thing is. Like, I don't consider fan art stealing by any stretch of the imagination. Do I think drawing from life is so much more important than drawing from photos? No, I'm not one of those people that thinks that. If you understand perspective and stuff, I think you can get just about as much from drawing from a photo. You wonder if I've ever been into gaming. I have been very into gaming at times. I've not been like not a competitive gamer or anything like that, but when I was young, I used to play like I think I used to play like 9 or 10 hours of video games a day when I was really young. I was a beast of playing video games. I kind of slowed down once I started playing guitar, but they still hold a sweet spot in my heart. I've always wanted to like get involved with it. Favorite game is definitely StarCraft. If I had to like go through the whole list of games. Well, I can just say artists that inspired me would be somebody like I really like Simon Stalenhag for painting environments. Ahmed's stuff is really great. Ahmed Aldoori. All right, I'm gonna change the music. Games help in terms of drawing sci-fi stuff. I mean, generally, like most of my inspiration from when I was really young would, when you're younger and you're drawing, I used to draw from video games all the time. Nowadays, I just look at, I try to study what other designers are doing, and then eventually you can start to use things from real life. So, for example, I was designing. It's not great, but I was designing this mech, and it's sort of based off of this bug that had these like this really weird posture. So and then you take it step by step. So like you can get some of your details from real life, or you can get it from other designers. Do games have distorted perspectives? Some of them do. Yeah, the Bronx is sick. I saw them, actually saw them with a couple buddies back in my homeland of Strong Island. think I froze in time. Let's find out. All right, whatever. Am I always happy with the finished drawing? And how can you tell if your self-critique is valid or not? I think you just get better at self-critiquing. I would say, no, you're always not going to be happy with it. That's just part of it. You always find things that can be improved. That's just how your brain works. You kind of just have to cut it off and be like, okay, I'm done working on this for now. As far as figuring out whether or not your critiques of yourself are valid, you have to compare it to other artists and you have to be as objective about yourself as possible. Like, hold up your work next to other people's artwork and really try to see what it is about theirs that's better about it. And the more objective you can be, the more you can start to improve that work. That's really it. Do you ever cry when you see a certain piece of art? No, I don't think so. The single best piece of advice you can give for practicing simplifying shadow shapes. You could draw over pictures and then try to like outline the shadow shapes, and then just make sure each polygon that you use when you're outlining is simplified, and you're grouping shapes together. Make sure it only, maybe the polygons have just a couple of edges. And just practice grouping shapes together. Like if you're drawing anatomy and stuff, practice blocking things into really simple shapes of shadow. I know it's really a matter of you just grouping things and trying to make it simple. I'm not sure what the song is, but it's by the band called The Bronx. Have I ever cried to a movie? Yes. I'm a human being. I can cry to fucking movies. Have you ever cried to a movie? Have you no soul? Have you never cried to a movie before? It's modern day James because I killed the older one. I didn't want people to get confused. How did you end up drawing for life after finishing medical studies? I didn't finish the medical studies. That's the first part. I had dropped out of med school. So I kind of forced my hand. I was like, well, I got to do it now. My mom is complaining about my neck. I don't think I'm gonna make a video about posture. I feel like that would be like a 2-second video. It'd be like, here, sit like this. And then the video would be done. Also, I don't necessarily have good postures. I don't know how I'm gonna help you there, man. You need to go to like an orthopedic or something. Yeah, also tell your mom to get off your case. Stop it, Mom. Stop complaining about my neck. You don't understand what it's like to be me. I have to do art every day. Will, I don't even know what MPA is, so... Also, I like how that declarative statement ended with a commercial, with a question mark, not a commercial. New Gumroad on how to whistle? All right. Micro penis anonymous. God damn it, Will. You sure look fluent drawing while responding. Usually what I do is I look at the reference, think about what I'm going to do, then I look up and answer. So it's kind of like a step. I go back and forth. I get into a little bit of a groove. I even answer when people are telling me that I have a micro penis. It's fucked up. I should just ignore you, but I don't, because I'm laughing. And it's very stupid. New Gumroad on how to not cry at art. You just gotta not, I don't know, just calm down. Stop taking it so seriously. I think maybe I think a lot of people just need to take a break from art. Maybe just calm down. I've taken breaks because of burnout. That's exactly what I was talking about. Underrated artist. Those are the people I can think of are you know, pretty well rated, but Paul Richards is one of my favorite designers, and I feel like I never hear him referred to amongst younger people. He's like absolutely amazing. But he's, you know, he always gets jobs and stuff and has a lot of work in the concept art industry, so it's not like he's underrated. How's the coffee addiction? It is, it's going well. I'm really craving some right about now, actually. Yeah, listen to Reed. He says, no breaks. Get back to work. I kind of like painting these like first person shots. Did teachers in your school try to demoralize you and bully you, for example, drawing on their lessons? I don't know if they tried to bully me. I did have one teacher, this one art teacher in high school that like really didn't enjoy me drawing in pen, and I told her that she's an idiot because people draw in pen all the time. And then one time I got sick and I was out of class for like a month. I got really sick, and it was a drawing class. It wasn't a sculpture class. And so the assignment was to make some sort of sculpture and then draw it. So I just made all these like weird abstract shapes and just drew them and like rendered them kind of nicely. And she took my sculpture out and stomped on it and said, "This is shit." I don't know if she said shit, but like something along those lines. And I didn't realize that the sculpture actually had to be good. I was like, but I drew it. I was like, look, I spent all this time on the drawing. It's a drawing class. But it's all right. She has cancer now, so she got what she had coming to her. That's not true. I'm sorry. It's a mean joke. That's what you fucking get. Trying to poo-poo my art career and a drawing pen. I don't give a shit. Have you ever been scolded for dissecting an ear? No. I did have to do that though. And it sucked. That was like that was the weirdest part of the whole body dissection, oddly enough. The more unemployed I am, the more Michael Corleone gives me erections. Goddamn. She made you. You should be grateful. Yeah, I'm grateful now. I don't remember what we did with the ear when we did the dissection. I think we might have even just like chopped it off. You would have liked if she had cancer. No, no, I'm kidding. I would not have liked that. She was actually a pretty nice lady. Yeah, I think after that we just did the brain dissection, which was fucking crazy. No, I did, in med school we had to dissect a human being. So it was a person's ear. It's crazy shit. They make you dissect people in med school. Did I take a memento? No, I didn't. Nope. That'd be fucking creepy though. In general, how do I recall my school days? You mean like how do I feel about them? That was cool. I really liked undergrad. But I wasn't a big fan of med school. You'd be surprised. It really doesn't help you. I don't think it helps you draw that much. It definitely helped to know the names. I had to redo those lines. Crazy experience though. I think I'm back. I think I am back. Favorite Dark Souls boss? I think the Dancer of the Boreal Valley is pretty crazy. Have I ever seen Gaspar Noé movies? No, I haven't. I don't know that person. You ever give a cadaver a little kiss goodnight? No, that's disgusting. Nope. I've seen Drive. That's a great movie. But I don't think I've seen... Oh, I saw Neon Demon, yeah. I liked both those movies. They were awesome. Samuel, you're really harping on that dangerous man meme for... Not sure what's going on there. But I think it might be overplayed at this point. I could be wrong, but I think it might be overplayed. Is there anything that artists do that annoys me? Yeah, but I don't think we need to talk about it. You're sorry, man. No, it's fine. I'm joking around. You're good. He's confusing you with Chuck Norris. God damn it. This is why the internet's ridiculous. Don't kill you? No, I won't. Don't worry. What's a cadaver? That's a dead body. Is a zombie considered a cadaver then? I think it would be, right? Pretty sure it would be a cadaver. Is that an in-game screenshot? Yeah, that is exactly what I'm doing. I didn't want to paint from somebody else's because I kind of wanted to, like somebody else's painting because I just want to work on my own process of doing it and setting up the scene and figuring out what areas to focus on. And a 3D model is going to give you everything in even resolution. So like with this, you kind of have to pick out what your focal point's going to be and that sort of thing. If I take a screenshot, paint the same composition with new faces and light, may I say it's my own work? Maybe. I'm sure people have done something similar to that. It's got to be different enough from the original, though. You won't sue your loyal fans? No, I won't do that. I didn't realize you were talking about what I'm doing. Take care, Gaming Poo. Peace out. Notice me, senpai? What's going on, dude? I noticed you. Have I listened to Japanese idol punk rock? No, I have not. Can't say I have. I did not finish Doom. I haven't even played it actually. Well, I played a little bit of the new one, but I don't have it. My brother has it. I think Ross Strauss has so many friends because of his lady friends. It's not hurting. It's not hurting the situation. That's what I'll say about that. Later, Vladimir. And yeah, I'll check that out. I guess it's 0%. He never seems to teach anything you say. I'm inclined to agree with you with that one. He's a good artist, though. He's great. I don't know how helpful the videos are, but whatever. I don't know. I just see it more as like it's purely for entertainment value. It is a little weird that it's phrased as a tutorial when it's not really a tutorial. But I don't know, whatever. He wants to do what he wants to do. I'm glad it could help creativity home. I do some traditional paintings. They're sitting around the house. Just delete him and leave the lady friends. There you go. Yeah, Marco's a great teacher. We've had him here on the channel. We did an interview with him a while back. Yeah, Cynics is the man. Definitely a fan. I have done those paint exploration things. They're definitely exciting, and it's always good to like get your mind moving a little bit. How to avoid jerk douche clients for newbies. Just keep practicing and don't worry about getting clients. That's really how you do it. It's not something you should worry about just yet. If you're a newbie, then the last thing you want to be doing art for is to make money. So just don't worry about it. how to create a fan base. It's a little difficult, but you got to be willing to put your work out there. And just, for me, I advertised a lot. I was always cool with just putting the work out there, even if I was a little bit embarrassed. Give yourself deadlines. Do I do one-on-one mentoring? Yeah, you can sign up via Patreon at patreon.com/moderndayjames if you want to do that. Take care, buddy. Thanks for coming out and hanging out. You do live sessions every day, 3 hours. Yeah, if you do that, like if you stream a lot, people will definitely come to your channel. Am I going to stream every day? No, I haven't been streaming every day. I did do one yesterday, but I'm going to stream a lot. I'm enjoying streaming. I always like it. I did feel a lot of pressure at first in terms of streaming, but you just kind of get used to it after a while. You know, at this point, I've been doing it for what, like 3-4 years almost. I started my channel in 2017, so I guess 3 years. Kind of just get used to it. Also, I think the music experience of playing live shows and stuff kind of helps, because I wasn't unfamiliar with live performance and that sort of thing. You're starting to believe that Doom ripped off Apex. Well, time-wise, I think this is Doom 2016, so it's got to be the other way around. Apex seems to have ripped off Doom. I think sci-fi is kind of difficult in general because, like, where you're coming from in terms of the inspiration is like there's kind of a few different schools of sci-fi, like the alien sci-fi, which is super industrial, and then like with Halo, there's the Covenant, which is more of that like swooshy kind of sci-fi. I find it kind of hard to get anything other than those two, you know what I mean? But there's some people that manage to do it. What do you think is a good time to do environment painting studies if you're decent at figures but completely new to environments? Well, it's always good to study or start whenever. I don't think you have to worry about when to study. It's more of just keep it simple at first. Don't go too crazy. Like, you probably wouldn't want to start with this. Because there's just so many components to it. Let's do a little flipperoo, see what's going on. Oh no, my computer's doing that thing again. I did not color pick from the reference. I kind of, if you look at the reference, it's all in the reds except for these like touches of blue. So what I did was I just kept my, let's see if it's gonna work. Yeah, I have this Photoshop glitch that keeps happening where it messes up my color picker. But I kept everything in the reds, and then for all like the grays and metals, I just desaturated the red a little bit. It's a pretty monochromatic, image anyway. All right. Okay, now there we go. For whatever reason, that glitch keeps happening. It just like clicks into that glitchy mode. I think his videos are great. Like, I don't know. I thought the video on me was funny, and it was funny and correct. So I'm all for it. I think his videos are awesome. I didn't mean to change the composition from the original image. If I did, that was definitely an accident. I didn't see Proko's comment to the video. What did Proko have to say? Fuck you, you piece of shit. Is that what he said? I do hard surface characters. In fact, the next Gumroad video is on that specific topic. They're from Doom 2016. When a phrase or memory gets stuck in your head, how do you deal with it? I don't know, maybe draw it. That seems like it would be a good choice. Meditate, maybe? Do a little lasso drawing. Do you ever have days when you feel like you can't draw? All the time. That's just a thing you have to deal with as an artist. It just happens. I do practice 3D. Not as often as I practice 2D, but I do practice it. No, I've never played Fahrenheit. Is Ethan Becker your arch enemy? No. Who's got time to sit around and have arch enemies? No, that's not a thing. He also like was pretty nice about it afterwards and sent me money for the video, and like, yeah, he was totally cool about it. He's gonna come on the podcast when I get that going again. I just haven't been doing that because I just haven't felt like doing it. This shit ain't anime. Nope. But that's real life, unfortunately, my dude. It's not anime. I did see that Ethan Becker collab with Cynics, and it was very funny. You started that whole story/art thing on YouTube. Nothing. Thank you. Thanks, Khalil. Yeah, nobody was doing the silly intros before me. Am I right? Yeah, I don't know. I think you know, he might have taken influence from that, but who knows? There's still a full-fledged modern day James universe. Oops. If I play Alter Bridge after, will I get a copyright claim? No. It's not that they like... I guess they do claim the video. They don't... It's not a strike, though. It's not a copyright strike. But I don't feel like listening to Alter Bridge. No offense. What animal would I like to turn into after midnight? A human being, animal, or an alien. I don't know. I think I'd be fucking pissed if I just like started turning into animals. I'd be like, what the fuck is this? More illustratory. Hence why I'm not like doing all the photo-y stuff. More of like Simon Stalenhag is kind of what I'm going for. Yeah, if you play music, you will get copyright claim no matter what. But that doesn't really matter. You just, as long as you're not monetizing the video, it's not the biggest of deals. Your streams help you practice English. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Appreciate you speaking in English because I don't know any other languages. I really didn't play too much of Doom Eternal. I played like a couple minutes. Looked really cool though. Everyone knows the word namaste? Yeah. That's true. What am I thinking about when I'm studying? A few things. I'm thinking about color mostly. Like I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the colors. I'm thinking about brushwork, where I want my focal point to be. I'm thinking about refining the process. So for example, in this case, I used a couple of different layers for the graphic shapes. So I'm thinking a lot about how I can make the process better. Because for me, whenever you start incorporating a lot more layers, it starts to get, it's less organic when you start incorporating lots of layers. Brushwork is more of a stylistic thing than a fundamental, really. The how much time to study something is really a tricky one. There's no right answer to it. So it's the kind of thing you have to check in with yourself and be like, did I really get something out of that? And it's also highly dependent on what it is you want to be doing. Let me knock this back a little bit. Am I supposed to keep studying the figure while learning portraiture? You're not supposed to do anything in art. You can do whatever the hell you want. There's no such thing as supposed to do. So that's the first thing you got to get out of your head. You just do what you think you want to improve on. Nobody's got to... Yeah, there's no like set curriculum for what works the best. And everybody's going to give you a different answer, so. Is it okay to study light and value without knowing perspective? You could do it. I think it's easier if you learn perspective, but it's not a painting, it's just a screenshot from Doom. When I draw imaginary things, do you gather reference? Yes, always. If you made some photo manipulation, you can send it on Discord. Just hop onto my Discord. Oh jeez, my guinea pig's going crazy. Hop onto my Discord server, and you can throw it in general discussion or something. Do I listen to Canadian metal bands? One that jumps out to me is Protest the Hero that I listened to, but I can't say I know Martyr specifically. I'll definitely check them out, though. I did pretty much no work on the gun. Do I like indie rock? Yes, I do. Nice, changing up the colors there. Cool. I mean, I don't think I've ever done 200 sketches as a warm-up in live stream, but I've definitely done a lot of sketches. That much is true. I am self-taught. Was thinking that purple and greens would pop the oranges. Yeah, there's a couple of greens in the scene that I didn't put in yet. There's one like right here. Right over here. Oh, I didn't wear that magic drawing hat this time. That's true. It's because I gave myself a little bit of a haircut. Cleaned myself up today. How did I balance music and drawing? I mean, the music I learned when I was 5, so or a little, like guitar I learned really, really early. So it wasn't like I did them both at the same time. Because I wouldn't do that. I'm very like single focused. If I have a goal, I just focus on that one goal and then not on other stuff. So music was something I learned when I was younger, a younger lad. And I'm 28, so I got years of, you know, practicing and doing stuff. And when I was younger, I went to this private school, and there wasn't really anybody there. So I was, you know, there was like 7 people in my grade. So I spent a lot of time playing guitar. So I just learned that pretty early on. And then did that for a while. Played lots of shows. It was a sick time. But the longevity of that is not, there's not as much longevity as in art. Which is sad, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And rather than complain about it, I also really like doing art, so. How do you think it is possible to live with a non-artist person? I'm sure it's easy. To have conversations with things that, about things that aren't related to art. Unless you mean like them not understanding the amount of time That might be your biggest point of conflict. But I've seen plenty of people that have a relationship like that. Can a shard be art? I'm sure you could find a way. If somebody pays you for it, you'll be the one to let us know. I started really taking drawing seriously at 24, 23. So yes, I do think. Before that, I didn't do it very seriously at all. I was a dabbler. There are professional whistlers. Yeah, there's some people that are amazing at it. What do you mean when you start taking art seriously? Well, I mean, I went from averaging 0 hours a day of drawing for like 7 years to spending every day drawing for like 8 to 9 hours per day. So before I left college, what was I doing? Well, I wasn't drawing at all. I was in medical school, so I wasn't fucking doing any drawing. And before that, I was in undergrad. And when I was in undergrad, really wasn't drawing at all. If anything, I was playing a lot of music. And I only ever really drew because we needed like merch designs and stuff for the band. So it was always a secondary thing for me. In fact, in my family, I wasn't the artist of the family. My brother was. How many hours do I sleep? I try to get a good amount of sleep every day. That doesn't always happen, but I try. They were understandably concerned when I left. They were not happy. Yeah, they freaked out. How long into art were you certain it was for you? I left school because I was just spending so much time doing it. So I kind of went into it thinking, oh, I definitely just have to do this. Who is my inspiration? Honestly, I'm really inspired by a lot of like the game designers, Lauren Lanning is his name, the guy that did Oddworld. He's probably like one of my biggest inspirations in terms of art and creativity. Just the fact that he was able to like craft this story and then turn it into such a cool franchise, and for me that's the end goal there. Oops. Yeah, they're cool now, obviously. Now that everything's working out. The amount of artists that Magic the Gathering hires terrifies you. That should be a good thing for you. It's a lot of work to do. Oddworld scared you as a kid? Yeah, it scared me too, actually. It's kind of a terrifying franchise, but it's awesome. Yeah, there's this series on YouTube called, I think it's Ars Technica or something, or ARS Technica, and they talk all about the early game designers, and I just love that shit. I don't know much about Drawbox because I never did it. Seems alright. A lot of people just refer to it, so I think I might take a little bit of issue with certain things, but you know, just keep drawing. You like drawing cartoon styles? Yeah, I do. It's actually a ton of fun. My honest opinion about BTS, I just don't like K-pop. So I'll leave it at that. I just don't understand it. I mean, it's just, seems like just pop music to me, so, and I'm not a really big fan of that. Who else? I really like Brother Baston if you're looking for design stuff. Ahmed Aldori, Cynics. All those channels. What about Baby Metal? Yeah, I do like Baby Metal. But there's something, I don't know, maybe there's something different. It's not my favorite either. Baby Metal's not metal. It's kind of just pop music with metal guitar riffs. What was my high school experience like? It was fun. It was, you know, I was playing a lot of shows because I was doing the band stuff, so that was cool. I wasn't like the most popular, but I wasn't the least popular. It was pretty fun. Got to go to parties and stuff, which was a good time. I feel like I really came into my own more in college, though. I think that happens with a lot of people. Had a well-rounded experience, though. I got in a fight. You know, did the normal high school stuff. You like Metallica, don't you? Please don't say no. I hate to do it to you, but I'm going to say no. I'm not a Metallica fan. Did I win? I did, but it was kind of unfair, so kind of bum rushed him. Oh, the kid was a total asshole. I still don't like him. My cousin he was like kind of nice and got me a cell phone, and he stole it while we were hanging out. So I just showed up the next day and found him before classes started, and I just smashed his face into a locker. And then I got my cell phone back. And I was a new student, though, because I just came in from the aforementioned private school, so I kind of felt like I had something to prove a little bit. I didn't want to be fucked with. And I didn't really get fucked up with after that. The high school experience. That's true, though, Nikki. Honestly. Yeah, I think for me, too, I was like, oh, I just came in here from private school. Like, I'm going to be socially retarded. So, I got to make sure. Got to make sure I don't get fucked with. I was like, I'm weird enough as it is, you know? I have been punched in the face. It's not great. It's definitely not great. Surprisingly for me, my experience of getting punched in the face was by my friend. Yeah, I assume most people that are here are going to be a little bit retarded with socializing. Who do we think makes more money, Archerm or PewDiePie? Obviously PewDiePie, that's not even a question. I do use the pressure sensitivity. It's the name of my first teacher. I don't remember. I have no idea. I switched schools like 6 times, so I don't know. Did they remain a friend? Yeah, actually, I still talk to the guy, the one that punched me in the face. Yeah, I think that happens, Nikki. I feel like that too. All right. I think I'm going to call it quits for now, but oops, I don't want to do that. I think I'll try to finish this one up next time. Do a little bit more detailing and stuff. I'm a banana. Uh-oh. Sounds like Onision. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for doodling, dabbling. Oh, what is my opinion on the Internet School of CGMA? I have no idea. I never did any classes there, so I'm sure it's good. The pictures look good. Maybe ask somebody else. Maybe ask for the reviews. Just because I teach online doesn't mean I have the knowledge of all online schools. Yeah, just look up reviews, see what people have to say about it, see if they like it or not. It seems like it'd be good. I don't know. I can attest for Brainstorm though. I know Brainstorm's really good. Go make love to your girlfriend. That's later. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later on. Because, oh yeah, speaking of later on, I think we're going to do a drink and draw live stream tonight. And Carly will be joining me for that, so. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you all later.